Hello, everybody. Good Saturday morning to you. Um, I wanted to show you. You guys know I'm into retro stuff and vintage stuff. That's just who I am. And when Falcon was here, I took him out to our sort of big, huge garage barn storage unit thing. I was showing him how scary it is and all the crap that we have stored in there. Throat clearing from my mother every morning. Horrible throat clearing for like hours. Terrible. Anyway, you'd think she smokes a pack a day. She does not, but she works in an office where her boss smokes a pack a day. So, anyway, and while we were out there, I grabbed a random box and I opened it, and there was like a Walmart bag, some kind of grocery plastic bag in there, and there were some just random old things, some of my toys from my childhood, and they were stinky and dirty, and I brought them in and soaked them in the sink for a couple of days and scrubbed on them with a little scrubby toothbrush thing. And I still smelled. I had to spray them with Lysol, but I think they're cool now. And I wanted to show them to you. Some of them are in pretty bad shape, but I thought you might get a kick out of them, those of you that are into retro stuff. And I've always loved cartoons. I still love cartoons. And so it stands to reason that as a child, I would have had little figures and things from cartoons. This one, I could not remember where he was from. And my mom says, oh, I think he was from the Pogo the Possum cartoon, which I vaguely remembered. So I went and looked it up and found that this is, everybody meet, Churchy LaFemme. And he normally would have a little straw hat on. I don't know if he ever had the straw hat, and if he did, what happened to it. That is Churchy LaFemme. And probably my favorite cartoon back then, and still probably my favorite now, was the Flintstones. Wish my cam would adjust. By the way, everybody enjoy the crappy cam because this is the last time you'll be seeing it. After this morning, you'll see why. Adjust please. Adjust please. Good grief. There we go. There's Barney looking pretty rough. It's just like crummy plastic. I don't know where they came from, what they were supposed to be for. As you can see, they're big. And they have been repainted. We used some kind of artist acrylic paint to try to repaint them. And it's all peely and looking pretty bad. Betty. And there's just the adults. That's all I seem to have. I have several toy things that are Flintstones oriented. I mean, these are from the 50s. These are old things. But still, even though they're kind of, whoops, sorry. Even though they've been repainted pretty poorly, they're still cool. I'm going to see if I can get all that paint off of them and paint them properly. So this is probably 50s as well. It's just a little squeaky. I don't know if it was meant to be a dog toy or what, but there he is. He's got somewhere on his face. See, he's got like all these folds and stuff, and one of them somewhere is actually split. He's got a big hole somewhere in his face there. There it is. Anyway, but he's kind of cute. He's very retro looking. He is very retro. He is very vintage. And this stuff's more 70s and 80s oriented. Here's my little plastic bag with various stuff. Sorry, that was probably super loud. I used to love to get this candy that came in this little, adjust please, this little fire hydrant. And the bottom opens, and there was little sweet tart type candy that looked like garbage. It'd be like a fish skeleton and an open can and bones and stuff. And speaking of bones, I really love these. And I remember getting 3 of them. There was a, please adjust. There is a green one, and I have a silver one that's up on my shelf with the rest of my little coffin collection. And here, of course, was a yellow one, and sadly, I ate the candy out of it. This is called Mr. Bones, and as you might guess, the candies, which are also the sweet tart ones, looked like like human remains. And let's see, how is it spelled? B-O-N-E-S. I thought maybe it was with a Z. Anyway, I've got 2 or 3 of those. I love them. And sadly, I only got 2 out of the set of 4. And any of you probably over the age of 20 will know who these guys are. And certainly those of you over 30 remember the the California raisins from the 1980s ad campaign. It's kind of fun. Um, I noticed with this one, he's got two left hands. If you put your hand up with the palm out, which he has, probably can't really tell, and do your fingers like that, your thumb's not going to be facing towards your head. It'll be the other way. Funny. Don't know if it was intentional. There's a coin that has an eagle on one side, an eagle on the other. And it's really metal. It's some kind of crappy metal. Probably worth nothing, but it says $6,250,000 Reader's Digest Lucky Sweepstakes coin. I'm sure it came in some kind of an ad. You get them in the mail. And I was like, ooh, money's for my little cash register. And grabbed it, and I still have it all these years later. Now here, these two little pink, I'm trying to hold them up so you can see them. Two little pink things. This is a little Chinaman, and this is a ballerina. Pink plastic, crummy. And my sister and I used to see in the backs of comic books constantly. I forget how many. It was like 300 dolls for $5. And we would get very excited about it. And we saved our little, we get a quarter every week for allowance. And we saved our quarters up. And we went in together to get the 300 real dolls for $5 or whatever it was. And they ended up being 300 of these little, try not to cuss, these stupid little things. And all different types. A lot of duplicates. They weren't very fun. And I remember most of them got stepped on. My stupid little cousins would come over and throw them all over the house, and the adults would just walk through and just step on them and break them. So there's very few of them actually left, sadly. And I have a fistful of these little sons of guns, son and daughter of guns. I remember I found these somewhere where they had hundreds of them, and they were cheap, and I just found them amusing. I thought they were creepy and looked like something from the 50s, like they'd be named Sally and Dick. And they just cracked me up. They are pencil erasers. And there they are. Let's see if we can get some blur off of them. There you go. Ooh, kind of creepy, huh? I need to send a set of them to my sister. I think she said that somewhere in one of her drawers there in her apartment in California, there's still one of these hanging around. She needs the full set. The full set of two. So anyway, that's all I've got for you. It's just like random stuff that I've never let go of, and I'm kind of glad. Because they seem so kitschy and fun. Now that I'm all grown up, sort of. Oh, don't tell anybody. I'm not grown up. I didn't mean that. That's all. I'm going to change clothes because I've got on my nice fuzzy velour, my velour clothing, but it's supposed to get up to 72 today. I'm excited about it. And my mom and I are going to head out and see if anybody has set up crap in their yards and their garages that they don't want, and see if we can buy some of it, just because it's fun, not because we need more crap, because clearly we don't, but it's just fun to go and look. And then I think we're going to go get some lunch. I offered to take her out to lunch, and she said no, that she was going to take me out to lunch. So I accepted. Don't know if we're having a Chinese or if we're going to the sit-down Mexican restaurant for tacos and guacamole, but whatever we do, it's going to be fun. I'm going to make a trip first to the post office because there is a package waiting for me from one of my viewers. I've mentioned it in the past, but you might not have been paying attention. You'll see this afternoon, I'll make another video and tell you what it is. Okay? Mwah. Everybody have a good day. Love you. Bye-bye.